Evening and good day for Doctor today. My team and I will discuss topic one, which is what is better for attention release, either movie or book. Before we start, let everyone introduce themselves first. We start with me. My name is Naim Naridin, FB19055, and others.
My name is Nur Atika binti Usman, FA 222.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Aiman Mohemi bin Abdul Muttalib, and my ID metric is FD19039.
Hi, my name is Chan Yun Fu, and my matrix number is CB248.
So back to our discussion about what is better for attention release, either movie or books. For me, I do prefer books over movie for attention release because personally for me, movie pace is so much faster than book. Therefore, it will involve faster with your emotion compared to books. Fluctuating your emotion in short time periods is not very good for your mental health. Because of that, I do prefer books over movie to become my tension release. What about others?
Mm, I I don't quite agree, but because I don't quite agree because I'm not a reader, and I would prefer watching movies. Because when I watch movies, it calm me down and soothe me. So it can really reduce my stress, release my tension. Okay, what about others?
Yeah, I quite support Afika's point, and I'm not a reader also. I'm more to watch movies, and Naim Noridin said, the movies are much more faster paced compared to reading books. But in my opinion, not I'm not that focused to read a book. It is such a pain that I read in books, sitting at a place and read books. But if I'm watch movie, I can more relax to know what are the story are talking about in a short time of period. It's more uh like consume my focus to reading books. That's my
Yes.
opinion.
How about Aiman?
Okay, when it comes to me, for me, is like reading book is very relaxing. You know why? Because we have a ton of flexibility time to finish a book. But when it comes to a movie, we need to spend like um, from the first hour until the end. So it will be, for me, it will be quite stressful because we will like focus from the beginning of the movie until the end. But when it comes to reading books, we can have like for one chapter, and then we can stop for a while, and then we can do other things. We can, yeah. So the time is very flexible. So for me, reading is very relaxing.
Something about Chen Wenfu just mentioned earlier. I do believe he did mention about the not some kind like not everybody have book right now, right? So
Mm,
I believe uh, books not necessarily needed to us to read, and because mostly right now people already use smartphone to reading. We just need to search the particular book that we interest, so we can read literally everywhere as long we have our smartphone. And it's same with watching movie. We can also watching movie in our phone. Same goes to the book, and we can also reading everywhere we want. So there is no particular reason that I personally see that movie is better than book. For me, I'm stand on my ground that book is much better than movie.
Mm. Okay. But for me, sorry to interrupt. But for me, I don't prefer book because I don't I don't like to waste my time because reading book required a lot of time, right?
Yes, I do agree.
Yes. Apa? Sorry. So when I watch movies, it only the time is only 2 hours or 3 hours. So I don't like um spend much more time on reading. I've tried before reading books, and I spend about 3 days, 2 days because I don't like to read. Uh, uh, then when reading books, it plays on your imagination, on your mind only. While watching movies, um, we can apa? We can see the reality, the real of the story of the books. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, yes, I do
Okay,
understand.
for example, Harry Potter. Harry Potter have both books and movies, right?
Yes.
Do you hear me?
It's quite lagging. I believe we may proceed with others first.
On my internet connection
Oh, it's
is
okay, it's okay.
poor.
Yes, yes. Maybe we can proceed with other first, and later we
Anyone?
will continue back.
Anyone?
Can the conversation
Hello?
pass to me first?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh, let
continue,
me let
please.
me let me suggest
Dengar
my
tak ni?
point.
Uh, can we proceed first with Chen Yufeng?
Yeah, sure. In terms of flexibility, I quite support with Naim said just now. So if everyone got books, they can read at anywhere, anytime. So for example, after their working day, after they are done with their works, they can just relax and read their books anytime from chapter by chapter, but not finishing all chapters in one day, but just some part of the chapter. Like I finished chapter one, then I continue with the next chapter in next day or other days. But in this case, I'm quite like movie is just okay because nowadays the internets are quite the days are modern, and I believe that everyone got internet connection for now. So if yes, then with their mobile device and also for the computers or Netflix in their TVs, they can just are finishing their works and then have a seat with the internet connection. They can watch movie, but some movies are quite short. To summarize for the books, maybe in just 1 hour and a half, just quite fast pace to summarize the story in your books. And it is in terms of flexibility, with me, I can't finish the movie in that 1.5 hour. I can just like watch for 15 minutes and pause, continue my works, and then after finish, I can just continue the rest. Quite flexibly also quite flexible also in terms of movie due to the technology for nowadays.
And how about Aiman? Anything to add?
So, for me, I think that um, when you're watching a movie, right, and then when you pause the movie and then you continue for other works, such as homework, workout or something, and then you continue back watching the movie, um, you will feel like what do you call it? That we didn't enjoy the movie, right? But for reading, if we read a book and then we pause for a while, we do other things, and then when we continue back, we will not feel not feel enjoy it. Okay, that's all from me.
Yeah,
Next.
yeah, I get your point. I get your point.
Yeah. I yeah, that's my point, but I didn't elaborate well.
So based on our discussion, we can say both for movie and books serve equal value for tension release. Therefore, there is no clear advantage between these two methods for our tension release, and it's actually based on what others' perspective and what other desire and interest. And I don't think there is a better side. It's much more to which side do we choose to release our attention. So that's my conclusion from this discussion. I can say both side is actually very good for attention release. How about others? Do you
Yes,
think?
Naim.
Do you agree with my point?
Yes, Naim. I very support your point, Naim. Every people have different type of style to release their tension.
Yeah.
So it's up to their own. They think like movies is better, so go on. So if they think reading is better, so go on. So different people, different style of release attention. I very support your point, Naim. You're very good.
And others have anything else to add?
Yeah, that's all for me.
That's all. Thank you. How about Afika? This is a internet connection issue. And do you want to conclude anything based on our discussion?
Okay, sorry, because my internet connection is poor right now.
It's okay.
So I do believe that everyone, just like Aiman said, I do believe that everyone's have their own way to release tension, right?
Yes.
As I am fond and full, not a reader, so I prefer watching movies. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
So that's all from our discussion. I think we already discussed deeply into this issue,
Mm.
and we can conclude that both side is no better than others. And thank you for involved in this discussion.
Mhm.